William here at Allegory Gallery, and I have Andrew in the background too.
Hello.
We've been working really hard over the past few days. We have so much going on this week. It's really kind of stressful, but it's also incredible. So today, we're going to take a look at a few new items that we put into the online store recently. We have some new inspiration kits. We also have some new Czech Glass strands and Gemstone strands that I'm going to show you that I didn't put in the title or the description of this video. But surprise, we're going to show you some of those. And then we have a luxury bead blend that we did. So I'm going to show you the new luxury bead blend. If you didn't see that in the online store already, we were working hard last night. We were up to about 3 or 4 in the morning here at Star Cottage Studio, pumping out new kits, inspiration kits. We were loading them into the online store as soon as they were done. So one after the other, we did 2 or 3 of those last night with the luxury bead blend. We added gemstone strands to the store, and we have a new design challenge kit. For the first time in a while, back to the Allegory Gallery Design Challenge group. So I'm just looking over here to find my link to this. Where did it go? There it is. There it is. So if you are not in the Facebook group, right down here, facebook.com/groups/Allegory Gallery Design Challenges. It's a long one, but if you type that in, you'll go to our Facebook group, join that group, and that's where you can show all the amazing things you make with Allegory Gallery beads and the things that you purchase from us. But you can also take part in the Allegory Gallery Design Challenges. And today we have a brand new design challenge kit for you for Mer-May. It's May, so it's Mer-May, right? So we have a mermaid theme kit for you called Mermaid Serenade. So it's going to be exciting. It's going to be exciting. Now, the kits, everything up until what I mentioned up to the design challenge kit is included now in the online store. You can go and get it right now. The design challenge kit, we literally just threw it together, finalized it, got everything. We were hunting and pecking and you know, putting things together and saying, this doesn't look right, this doesn't look right. Andrew made a bead blend and then he didn't like things in the bead blend, so he pulled things out of the bead blend. So, you know, it takes a lot to put our energy into these kits. Some people don't realize how much it can take to do that. So we were working right up to the last minute here, and I don't have it in the online store yet. So following this, I'm going to get some pictures of it, and we're going to have it in the online store. It's going to be $32 only, which I think you'll see is an incredible deal. Only $32 for this kit. Now, if you don't know how our design challenge kits work, stay tuned, because we're going to talk a little bit about that as we get into the kit. Don't let me forget. I'll let you know how they work, what they are. You're going to say, what do I do with this kit? Do you have a project that you make with this kit? We don't, but you should. All right. So let's start out here. One other thing I wanted to mention, since it's happening this week, the Great Bead Extravaganza is having the Great Bead Trade this Friday, Friday the 13th, which is also the day that we're starting our in-class or in-store classes again. It's a crazy week. So Friday the 13th is the Great Bead Trade from the Great Bead Extravaganza. Now, those who are taking part, those members of the Great Bead Extravaganza who are taking part, will be doing things all day long. We're going to pair up with another company from the Great Bead Extravaganza, and we're going to have mystery bags of stuff that we're going to open on air and just make something together and be creative together on the fly. And Andrew's going to be working with Jamie of the Bead Gallery. So much going on. Our spot for the Great Bead Trade is the very last one at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, and that's what, 7654, 4:30 p.m. Pacific Time. So Andrew says, of course, Friday the 13th during Mercury retrograde, right? What could go wrong? Let's knock on all the wood we have. We're going to have our blue chalcedony. Is my necklace still here? I need to pick it up if it is and protect ourselves. Here it is. Right over here. My blue chalcedony that Andrew did for me with my Mercury dime, right? I'm going to just we're going to put this on now because Mercury retrograde is starting. It starts on the 10th, which is tomorrow. So we are already in kind of the ease into it portion of it. And so let's just keep this on for the rest of the week. How about it? Let's see here. Oops. Cynthia said, perfect, Andrew, and Sarah and I go first, right? Oh my goodness, it's going to be crazy. And as Andrew said, we were going to debut the Design Challenge Kit yesterday. We were pushing to get it done yesterday, and we could have, but we said, you know what? Folks are celebrating Mother's Day. Let's let them celebrate. Let's let them have a good time and not worry about trying to purchase a kit from us online, right? So that's that. Updates on Babette, because I know you're all wondering. I know a lot of you ask us and are continuing to ask us, and we very much appreciate it. Babette is doing better day by day. She's on antibiotics, and they seem to really be helping. And we had her outside a little bit yesterday, took some pictures and videos, and she was very, for the first time in a while, she was very, very alert as she was outside. So she was watching birds chirp, and she was following them around the sky. So that was really good to see. That's a good sign, I think. Now, of course, you know, everything can look good and you don't know what's going on inside. We will have her retested in about another 2 weeks now, 2.5 weeks. And yeah, really 2.5 weeks. And she'll be tested after she finishes all of her antibiotic doses. And we'll see if her kidney numbers have come down from where they were before. If they come down, that possibly means there was an infection that we're clearing up, or at least getting started clearing up, and she is starting to feel better and kidney is functioning. I say kidney because she may only have one working, but at least it's starting to function again, and that'll be great news. That's the news we're hoping for. If the numbers don't come down, then we have to talk about what we have to do next for her to try to, you know, keep her as healthy as long as we possibly can. So that's what's going on. All of your purchases that you've been making, we sincerely appreciate. We're trying to stock money away so that when and if she has some bigger vet bills that start to come up again, we will be able to hopefully cover those. You know, other things come up in the meantime as well. Having your own business is a dangerous thing sometimes. It's a really big balancing game. So we're trying our best to balance everything out. All right. So Brooke says, that's why your bead blends are the best. Yeah, Andrew puts a lot of time into these. I don't know if you can imagine having a thing this big with, you know, full of seed beads, full of, you know, sequins, vintage sequins, and Czech glass, and crystals, and pearls, and you have all different mixes in there, and you pour a few tubes of seed beads in there that you end up not liking the color. Most people would be like, it's okay, I can deal with it. Not Andrew. He goes back through and literally one by one by one by one picks them all out of the mix so that they are not in there, so that the kind of vision he has for that bead blend isn't ruined by them, and so that you are happier with them. So that's why, you know, there's good stuff in them. And I mean, there's really good stuff. You have pearls in this one. You have Czech glass. You're going to see. It's beautiful. And I think you're going to like it. I think you're going to like it. So thank you, Brooke. Thank you so much. Hello, everyone that's out there. Sorry I didn't get to say hi to everyone. Kind of making sure we get through all of this today. We don't want to keep you here too long. I have a tendency to drone on and on, but we've got a lot of work to get done too. We're getting some pictures taken this week of the store and of Star Cottage Studio for some things that we're working on. We have somebody coming in to do that for some more big plans that we're working on behind the scenes that I'm not gonna, you know, let the cat out of the bag too much. But we got to get, you can see behind me, we got to get this place cleaned up so that it's picturable, so that it's, you know, it looks good in the photographs. So we've got to do that before Wednesday, which is precious little time. So let's see what Andrew's saying. If you're in Pittsburgh, Andrew will also be doing a project at Contemporary Craft on Saturday. So that's happening this Saturday. It's a lot. It's a lot going on. And if you can hear a lawnmower out there, sorry about that, but our neighbor is being very kind and is mowing our grass because we have not gotten to it. We've been out planting pear trees for the last 2 days. We had a few trees to plant that we actually got as gifts, and we wanted to get them in the ground. So we've been doing that. And the grass outside of Star Cottage Studio is pretty much a field. And if you know how quickly field grass and field flowers and all that kind of stuff pop up, it's high. It's high. And we just mowed it like a week ago. So sorry about that, but I'm not going to stop him because he's being very kind and cutting our grass down for us. Let's see here. Susie says, I don't see the mermaid kit. That's right, Susie, you do not see the mermaid kit. The Beauty and the Late, maybe you said this comment before I actually got to the answer to that, but they are not in the online store yet. So they will be following this presentation. So you can pay attention completely to this presentation and not worry about missing out on purchasing these. There will be a limited number of these. We do not make a lot of kits because there are such good things in them. It would get very expensive for us to purchase a lot of these things, all at once. So hold on, you'll see it after the presentation. So pay attention here so you can see it good in the videos, right? Let's see here. Uh-oh, Janice says Mercury retrograde. Yes, it actually has started. It's not official, but there's always that lead-in week that some people are more susceptible during that lead-in week and the lead-out week after it technically ends. So yeah, I feel bad for you because I know what it's like. We often in the summer get here in the 90s with very high humidity. And if we did not have our air conditioners, we would be dying. It's only like, today it's like 73, which is the highest it's been in a while. And we're like, thank goodness for some air with the split systems we put in last fall. So very lucky to be here. One of the reasons I'm not doing this from the house today, because we don't have the air conditioners in the windows yet. Let's see here. Now, if you do need Blue Chalcedony, we have it in the physical store. You can send us an email, info@allegorygallery.com, to request it, or there might be some in the online store. I'm not sure if it's all sold out there or not. Susan says, keeping healing vibes and blessings for Babette and you both. Thank you so much, Susan. We really do appreciate that. Whoops, let's see here. Yes, and as Andrew said, saving up for vet bills, trying to, and paying for the ones we already racked up because we're still a little bit behind, right? Still a little bit behind. Suzanne got a package today. Nice. Yes, we are still shipping. We are pretty much caught up as much as we can be. Our shipper is waiting for me. I'm a hold up on a few little things for some of your packages out there. We've sent some emails out from the online store regarding some orders and some questions. We have some people that are choosing local pickup, and they do not live close to us. So if you've not gotten your order yet and you're wondering, please make sure that you don't have an email from us because we want to make sure if you're coming to pick it up, that's amazing. We want to see you, and send us an email or a message and let us know when you're going to come so that Andrew or I can be at the store. But if that was a mistake, we need to make sure we get some shipping charged and make sure we know to ship it out to you and not just hold it here. So do check your message or your emails to make sure you don't have an email from us if you think that may have happened to you. Andrew said making the mixes is like blending spices, right? You got to get just the right spice. If the flavor isn't right, the flavor isn't right. Let's see. Cynthia says, I love the inspiration kits. It reminds me when we made samples at shows. I always kept a box of Softlex, crimps, and some basic beads. Then I'd run around the show and pick out a few strands. Folks would give me a bead or two, and then I'd hustle to finish it before the show started. It was fun and spontaneous, and there's no time to second guess. I've come up with some of my best designs this way. Yeah, it's fun, right? And that's why we love, maybe you're feeling down in the dumps, or maybe, there's a lot going on in the world that can make you feel that way. And maybe you need some inspiration. So our inspiration kits are out there. We have a lot of them out there. Many of the Kitty in the Garden ones, the Empress kit, those many of them have sold out. We put out another Kitty in the Garden, which I'm going to show you today. We have a Fairy Garden one, which I'll show you today. We still have Dragonfly Summer and Blue Skies, and 1 or 2 of the old Kitty in the Gardens I think are still available. So if you like those, they're amazing prices. Go get them. We do our best to combine orders if you place multiple orders. So if you want to check that out and purchase one before they're gone, super limited quantities left of all of them. I will say that. Let's see here. Marianne says, nice neighbors. Andrew says, our neighbors being really nice and mowing the yard for us. Yes. Sandra says, can't hear them mowing. Good. Good. I'm glad. Donna says, so excited about the mermaid kit. I will most certainly love to have to order one because I love mermaids. Yes. Yes. Good. So do we. Andrew did a lot of paintings from Mer-May a year or 2 ago, and some of them are in the online store and some of them are in the physical store. So if you ever want to see those, let us know. Andrew said, sometimes it's also impossible to make a large quantity of these kits because the components are vintage. He says the only way if you want more of them is to jump in the time machine, and we can't afford one of those yet. So we have what we have in the kits. So it's very limited quantity in the Mermaid Serenade kit that I'm going to show you at the end. You got to wait till the end. You know we're going to do that to you, right? That's the way it has to happen. Let's see here. Hello, everybody. Donna got some packages today. Nice, nice, nice. Susan can't wait for her kitty kit. Nice. Thank you so much. Donna says, I'm also going to get the pink kitty kit in the online store. It's going to be part of my sister's Christmas. That's nice. It's nice you're already thinking of Christmas gifts. I wish I could be that far ahead. All right. So let me go ahead. I'm going to flip this camera around. We're going to look at some gemstone strands first and some Czech glass. And yes, I know I didn't talk about those in the description of this video or the title, but we're going to show you some anyway because we just put them in the online store and I don't want you to miss out on them because they're really, really pretty. All right. And we have sometimes in only one of them. So let me flip this around real quick. Get this straightened out here. Settings, camera. Uh-oh. Found a peephole. A hole to the outside. Gonna patch that up. Okay. First one that we've recently added to the online store. Now this is going to be pretty spectacular. Let me change the banner here real quick. We'll put that back when it's time, but you can get these right now. You know, if you've ever noticed when I do these videos, I try to put this up if you can get them in the online store. I try to put the email up if you have to email us for them. We try to give you, you know, like cues of where you can get this stuff. So here we are, and this is natural gray moonstone. Natural gray moonstone. No, sunstone. What am I talking about? Natural gray sunstone.
I think Cynthia picked this out.
I believe Cynthia did pick this out for us. And it's one of those things, as we've been moving the online store here to the cottage, we've been finding things. This is one of those things that we found. Can you imagine this was lost for a while? Look how pretty that is. Natural gray sunstone. And it has all those flecks like sunstone has, but instead of being that pretty kind of peachy, orangey color, it's gray. How beautiful is that?
That'll go well with the mermaid kit.
That will go well with the mermaid kit. How about that? I'd like to say I planned that, but I did not. But it's good planning, whoever did, the powers that be out there, because this is amazing with this. And I'll show you that together. So natural gray sunstone, lovely. And these are faceted ovals. They're approximately 17 millimeters by 12 millimeters. And they are in the online store at $60 for the strand. $60 a strand. Cynthia says, I don't know why I don't have a strand of that goodness. She didn't keep one for herself. Well, we have 2 of these strands only available at $60 each. These...
It's in the online store, Cynthia.
Andrew's not willing to give them away. He says they're in the online store.
LOL.
LOL, Cynthia.
Lol.
Lol. So, as the kids are saying now, right? Lol. So, here we have it. If you like that, get yours. There's only 2. We do not see this very often. This is, I think, the first time we've ever been able to offer it. So if you like it, I'm going to move this down a little bit more. If you like it, get it. We probably won't have it again for a while. All right. So there it is. Natural gray sunstone. $60 a strand, available in the online store. And remember, all of your purchases right now are definitely helping us with Miss Babette and her vet bills and anything that may come up for her. All right, next up, we have 1 strand of this beautiful Amazonite in the online store.
Russian Amazonite.
Andrew says Russian Amazonite. Has nothing to do with the politics in Russia. Don't blame the Amazonite.
Yeah, that was only predates a couple billion.
Right. So these are like a simple cut tumbled nugget. Beautiful. 1 strand available in the online store. Russian Amazonite. Isn't that pretty? That's pretty. That's a good color to make with here in the spring. And even in the summer, that's a good kind of watery color for those of you that go to the beach.
Goes with the mermaid kit.
It does go with the mermaid kit. We'll show you some of those. How about, where are they? Where'd they go? There they are. These I'm in love with. These are hand-carved gray agate, which will go beautifully with the mermaid kit. Hand-carved gray agate rounds. I believe these are 12 millimeter, but I don't have my notes with me or my ruler. There we go. How about that? Nope, we're in inches. Let me flip this over. There we go. 10. Sorry, I was wrong. See, good thing. 10 millimeter. 10 millimeter. Look at that. All hand carved. Look how nice they are for a hand carved. Like, I couldn't do that. Hand carved, gray agate. I believe these are $35 in the store, if I'm not mistaken. Hand carved, gray agate. Beautiful strand. If you go to the Gemstone collection in our online store, these should come up right near the top if you sort by newest first. That's the automatic sorting, but if you change the sorting, you'll have to change it back. And these, again, lovely with the mermaid kit. Wait till you see it. Wait till you see it at the end of this video. Now, let's see. What else do I have? We also added some flowers to the online store. We added these beautiful Czech Glass flowers in Ukraine colors, as you can see. So these are lovely, and they are now in the online store. If you go into the Czech Glass collection, you will see them there. These ones, I think, are about 18 millimeters. And these ones are just about 13, 14. I think we list them as 14 millimeters. They're, you know, each one's a little because of the cut, but those are in the online store now. So those are available if you're interested in those, if you're working with Ukraine colors. And remember, April's trend from the Great Bead Extravaganza is Czech Glass flowers. Or one of them was Czech Glass flowers. So if you're still working on that trend and showing your photos in the photo albums in the Great Bead Extravaganza, here they are. You can get these too. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, in the Great Bead Extravaganza, we are looking at what we see as being trending. And in April, it was Czech Glass flowers and leaves. And there are albums in the Great Bead Extravaganza Facebook group, not the page, but the Facebook group, where you can leave your creations, pictures of your creations, using those trends. So if you'd like to maybe get seen a little bit, or have your jewelry seen by people, it's a great place to do that. It's a great place to do that, okay? Now, let's take a look at the luxury bead blend. Do you have a cup I can pour this into, maybe? Brooke, you got a pewter order from us? That's awesome. Did you order a Green Girl fish from us as well? That's great. I'm glad you're enjoying it, and I'm glad you like it. And remember, speaking of the Great Bead Extravaganza trends, this month, May's trend is metal. So we have, obviously, we have a lot of new metal pieces. Fine pewter, there's almost 200 designs of fine pewter beads that we have, which is our own branded line, Allegory Gallery's Fine Pewter Collection. And they are available in, most of the designs are all available in 3 different finishes. You have antique silver, antique gold, and antique copper. And so if you are looking to get in that album, in the Great Bead Extravaganza and show off your goods, maybe you have a business, maybe you're just, you know, you want people to see what you make. Maybe you want to let people know that you are somebody who is on trend. There are albums set up there that you can go in and show off what you've got. And you can also see what vendors sell different things. I just listed us the other day, maybe it was last night, showing and linking to our AG Fine Pewter line. Now, this is our newest luxury bead blend, which I'm now blanking on the name.
Green Spring.
Green Spring. Green Spring. So this...
We were going to name it Green Sleeves, but apparently that's not that.
Yeah, we were like green sleeves, like as in green leaves. But green sleeves is maybe a topic that is questionable. So we decided to name it Green Spring and keep it simple, right? So you can see in here, there's a lot of beautiful, this vintage lucite. There's vintage lucite flowers here, like the flower petals. There's vintage lucite leaves. Some of them will include beads like this. We pour everything into one giant mix, and then we divide them out by scooping them out into these 2x3 bags. So the 2x3 bags is what you get. This is the amount of stuff that you'll get in a 2x3 bag. And there's Czech Glass in here. There's vintage Czech Glass in here. And there's the, I'm just showing you some of the kind of pieces. Some of these may glow under black light. I don't know. These look like they might. I don't think we have a black light here. These look like little coin pearls.
No black light.
No black light here. Andrew's looking. So this is a sample of what you could get for these. There are only, as of putting them in the online store, there were only 11 of these available. We only had enough of the vintage lucite to make 11 bags. And some of the other vintage stuff that's in here. So 11 bags are in here, or not in here, but 11 bags are in the online store. So they are at $10 a piece, which I think is a great deal for all this vintage stuff.
Someone said they like the vintage lucite.
Yeah, let's see here. Norma is saying, I use a lot of green for things for friends, and I love the lucite. I see that blend in my future. Don't wait too long, Norma, because there are only 11. There are only 11. So that's one of the things we put in the online store last night. You know, here at Allegory Gallery, if you want to be completely up to date, you've got to be up at like 3 in the morning Eastern time. But you can always check the morning after, right? And check our page. Make sure you go to our Facebook page and check in the morning to see if there's anything we release during the night, because we are night people generally. So we do a lot of our releases in the late night here on the East Coast in the United States. So I don't know where that is in your time, in your neck of the woods, but a lot of people might have to kind of wake up in the morning and check the Facebook page. So make sure you always do that and keep up with us. We would love it if you would share our posts. Right now, we're seeing a severe reduction, probably because of new algorithms going on. I know there's been weird things going on with my Facebook page recently. So we would love it if you would share any posts that you feel you would like to share. We'd really appreciate that. Help us get the word out. Help us reach a larger audience. They want us to pay. And as you know, we're already having some difficulties with vet bills and things like that. So it's very difficult for us to pay to have our posts seen, even by the people. You literally pay to have your posts seen by the people who like your page already.
Even then, you don't.
Even then, they don't reach everybody. But Facebook, I don't know if you know, but when you pay for a post on Facebook, it will tell you how much of your own audience you're reaching. So that's a little bit interesting, right? So any shares that y'all can do would be much, much appreciated, especially on our new products that we release. Yeah. So thank you so much. And that is Green Spring, the luxury bead blend. Only $10 a bag. Lots of good vintage goodness in there for $10. And if you can't make a pair of earrings with like 2 or 4 pieces of this lucite and make your money back, I think you can. I think you easily could. All right. All right. For those of you who actually, make things to sell. If you don't, maybe you just like green like me and you have to have that. That's me. All right. Next up is another Kitty in the Garden. Since we sold out on a lot of the Kitty in the Garden, we wanted to bring more in. So let me empty this.
More kitties, more gardens.
More kitties, more gardens. So this is Kitty in the Garden kit number 7. Kitty in the Garden number 7. This is we call these inspiration kits. And inspiration kits are meant to do just that. Perhaps you are feeling in a slump. Perhaps you don't normally work with yellow and blue. Perhaps you want to try something different, or you want to try a different material. The inspiration kits are inexpensive little kits that you can purchase and add to your collection, add pieces from your own collection, but give yourself a little bit of boost, or maybe you want to give yourself a challenge to work with something new. It's an inexpensive way to do that. And this is beautiful Czech glass. I think the majority of this kit is Czech glass, other than we have a few of those wonderful Millefiori beads that we had in one of the other kits as well. People are really liking that. We have this Czech glass. I think this is this the vintage Czech glass in here? I think this is vintage.
Mm-hmm.
Andrew says yes. He gave it approval. That is vintage Czech glass there. We have fire polished Czech glass here. Look at that luster on there. Beautiful color. Gorgeous luster on that. Fire polished Czech glass. We have the large Czech glass flower petals there. Then we have these Czech glass tile beads. The holes go up and down this way. And then we have 2 kitty heads in there. They do have faces on each side.
Someone said they look like bears, but I think they look like cats.
I do too. Someone said bears, but they're definitely cats. But hey, you like bears? Not going to stop you. But I think people are going to say, hey, that's a cat. Maybe.
Yeah, they're gonna get corrected on the internet.
So here we go. There you are. That is Kitty in the Garden number 7. Kitty in the Garden number 7. And one of the reasons, as we've been talking about, the reason we're doing kitties in the garden is for our kitty Babette and to raise money for her vet bills. We're hoping that some of these things that are happening to her are going to get better, but we don't know. And she could still be entering into chronic kidney failure, chronic kidney disease. And the vet has believed that is where she might be, but we're hoping to prove them all wrong, but we will see. We will see. Suzanne says, bear in the garden kit sounds dangerous, right? I think so too.
That's a different market.
That's a different market, Andrew says. And Teresa says they're pretty Ukraine colors, right? Yes. Yes. There's a theme running through some of this. Multiple ways you can use this and multiple things you can do, whether you're building for Ukraine or you just like our kitty in the garden and want to support us. That's great either way.
Plus, yellow and blue is not traditionally a super popular.
No.
Like yellow beads, sometimes they have surplus of yellow beads because they're not traditionally like a super bestseller. However, everybody's buying the yellow and blue beads for the Ukrainian support. And so, like, what are you going to do when you have those leftovers from projects? So this is a nice way to use those and build off that kind of trend.
Yeah. Okay, now we have Fairy Garden, and I'm going to tell you the Fairy Garden Inspiration Kit, we only put and had enough stuff to make 4 of them. There's only 4. So if you love this Fairy Garden Kit, get it now. Put it in your cart, get ready to check out. There's only 4 available, okay? And it's pretty. You start out with, you get a whole bag of these vintage sequins. I'm going to try...
I love these sequins.
To get them out, get a few of them out, and show you. These are so pretty. They look like fairy wings, right? They look like fairy wings. And they have these ones are pink, but depending on how they hit the light, you know how a sequin can be. There's some green in there. There's some purple in there. I hope you can see some of that. There's some green, looks like some purple in there, a little bit of blue sometimes. So those are, you get a whole bag of those to play around with. If I can do this on camera. There
I'll do it.
Huh?
Just put it in the bowl.
Okay, Andrew got me a bowl. So there's that. And then you have the rest of the kit, which I'm going to take out carefully because inside that we have these European crystal pearls, if you get what I mean. European crystal pearls.
We're not allowed to say what kind.
Yeah, we're not allowed to say the brand name anymore. So European crystal pearls. Cynthia loves the sequins in earrings. Have a vintage jewelry book from Japan that had lots of dangly clusters with sequin drops sprinkled in. Yes, they are amazing as earrings. I think some of our friends made earrings with them, and they were beautiful. Laura Lee, I believe, yeah. They were beautiful. So here we have that. European crystal pearls. So
they're not like a white either.
The S word, as Janice says, right? The S word. Yeah, these are definitely not white. These are a little bit off-white. They're almost a grayish color. Sandra, the S company name is not able to be used. They will send you cease and desist orders if you use them too often or if they find you. I actually have to remove some of them from our website. They do not want you using their name in your sales literature or any type of selling It's a big thing right now. It's a very big thing right now.
They're moving away from the DIY sector and focusing on ready-made fashion.
Yeah, did you hear that? They are focusing on ready-made fashion. They want to be, as Cynthia said, they want to rebrand as a completely luxury item. So they don't want us in the DIY world, as they call us, to be able to use their products. They don't feel, I guess, that it's high-end or luxury enough to be associated with that.
They just want to do something different.
Yeah. You know, every few years, companies, especially large companies, try something different. And it's not to say they won't be back. Who knows? But right now, we are not allowed to use their name. All of our listings that have their name currently in them have been stricken from Google. Google knows that their name is not allowed to be used. So all of our listings that may show up if we ever were to do Google ads, which we can't really afford,
on Facebook too.
Or on Facebook, they get eliminated from those product listings. So you also get these gem cut, beautiful little Czech Glass strands. These are lovely. If you can see, they are two different colors. One's more of an opaque, one's more of a transparent.
They're both opalescent.
They're both opalescents.
One is a lavender opalescent and one is a white opalescent.
White opalescent, lavender opalescent, Andrew says. So you get that in this kit. You get two of these flowers that everyone's really loving. This is a fairy garden. You got to have beautiful flowers in the fairy garden. You get these. I believe these are vintage Czech. So you get these in there. You can see they have a beautiful patterning to them. You can see through both sides.
This is more opalescent glass.
More opalescent glass, Andrew said. And you get this beautiful strand. I tried to take a picture of it on both sides so you could see it, but you don't see the flash. Look at that. Look at that strand. That strand enough is reason to buy this kit, I think. I love this strand. I just sat and looked at it yesterday and trying to show all the colors, all the light you see.
It's like a disco.
It is like a disco, Andrew said. It is like a disco, a very fun disco.
The fairy garden disco.
Sandra at Sweet Pea Gemstone says, really, I may need to remove the name. I have them on my site. If you paid for it, you should be able to use it. You would think so, but they have the right to stop you from using their name at any point, right?
Oh, wow.
What are you going to do?
If you like to use it, use it.
That's what we say.
You know.
We still have them. We are selling the stock that we have. We love them, but you know, they're going a different way. And a company is allowed to go a different way if they want to. And we just have to follow the legal rules of what they say and how we can use their brand name.
That's like if you made one design and everybody wants you to always make that one design until you're dead.
So here we go. So that together is the Fairy Garden Kit, and there are only 4 of those available. So if you like that look, get in on it now. I think that's a kit that I would be buying if it were me, because I really like it.
Well, there's only 4, so
right.
I only have 4 of those disco fairy ball.
These?
Yeah.
You only had 4 of these. That's why there are only 4.
Oh, Teresa just bought it.
Teresa just bought it. So there are 3 if somebody didn't buy any of these before between last night and now. So I know sometimes they don't sell until we show them on video and let you all know, because sometimes, you know, this, when you take a picture, I hope our pictures are pretty good, but you can't see that kind of, that disco ball effect, as Andrew's saying, in those unless you see it on video. So thank you, Teresa, for that. We appreciate that.
I want to make a giant disco ball iridescent, and then you go inside.
And then you go inside and see it from the inside.
Well, I want to make my little rainbow cottage store.
Yeah, your rainbow greenhouse.
Correct.
Okay. Oh.
But wait.
But wait. I forgot. I was saving this strand to the last of the strands, and I saved it to almost the last of the show. I want you to see this. There's only one strand, and this gemstone strand is juicy.
I want it.
Andrew, he kept trying to let me have him keep it. I said, no, Andrew, we have to try to sell it. We have to make up vet bill money. Babette.
Like what?
This is a beautiful strand of faceted tourmaline ovals.
Whoa.
Look at that. All different. Look at that. Indicolite. All the different kinds of tourmaline.
It's seducing my eyes.
It's seducing his eyes. Teresa, we can combine and will combine if we didn't already ship. I know our shipping helper's been getting us really caught up, so it may have gone out today. You'll have to check. If it didn't, generally, if she sees, we do a search every day. We do a search. Every time we see an order, we search for that name, and if more than one pop up, we try to combine them if we can. But if she already shipped today, then unfortunately, no, we cannot.
She took a big bag.
She did take a big bag of orders today.
IKEA.
A big IKEA bag. We shipped out a lot of orders today.
IKEA bag.
So we have one strand of this.
Whoa.
One strand. It is, I believe, $144.
Worth it.
Which is total, like it should be more. Honestly, everybody, we're not making much money on this, but we're trying to, we're trying to make money for Babette. So the price is $144. This strand should probably be close to double that. It should be at least up near 200. 220, Andrew says. Yeah, almost double. But again, you do things that you have to do. And right now we have to make some money. So we found this hiding again.
Plus,
and
Cynthia got a good deal.
Cynthia did get us a good deal on this.
This Tucson pandemic price.
Yeah, Tucson pandemic price, but still, this should be much, much more than it is. Like I said, this should be almost double the price. It's $144. I want you to just feast your eye. That is a feast. That is a feast for the eyes right there.
A juicy feast.
A juicy feast. Pretty much every color of tourmaline. There's a lot of that blue. I know some of you out there like Andrew and Cynthia love the blue.
Correct.
That indicolite. There's a lot of it on this strand. It is a beautiful strand. You have the black tourmaline there. You have pink and green and blue and that beautiful, beautiful kind of ambery color.
Janice, you buy this, I'll send you paper fan.
Andrew's gonna make you a paper fan for you.
You
He's like, I got one. He's like, I got one.
Vintage.
Cynthia says, yeah, I kept a strand of those delightful goodies. So we found it hiding. Like I said, it was in its own little bag. These are about 7mm by 5mm faceted ovals. And we slashed the price from what I was originally going to charge. I had everything written out on the bag. I said, you know what, let's try and sell this so we can get some money coming in for Babette. And we slashed the price, $144. That was as low as I could go justifiably on it. And it's yours to the first person who gets it for that low price. We don't try and
are not going to go on more sales, so just in case.
Yeah. These are not going to ever go further. They're not going to get a price reduction.
I'd rather keep it.
Don't wait for a sale on these because Andrew will just pull it from the online store and keep it. These are guarded against any future sale. The price is so low. We don't talk like that. We don't say, this is the lowest price we're not those kind of people. We always just make everything the lowest price we can. This is sincerely like scraping the as far as the bottom as we can, just to try and move these so that we can, $144 will go a long way to helping with Babette's vet bills. So there you go. One strand available in the online store. That's it. Just the one. Should be at the top of the gemstone category.
Those look particularly good.
Yeah, they do, right? Andrew's watching the video. He's like, ooh, He's like, you sure I can't keep those? And I just had a sell, looks like for $144. So thank you out there to whoever just bought that strand. We appreciate it. Looks like it's gone. Okay, so now.
We're like the QVC.
I know, that was pretty nice. I like when that happens.
You want to do some more QVC?
Andrew's getting the QVC. He's getting the QVC fever now. What's he looking at over there?
I was thinking about sharing some of my stuff, but never mind.
Maybe we'll do a show on Andrew shares. He's me. If you just saw the face I got.
We'll go and sell your Apple products.
He's like, yeah, I knew that was coming. Let's offer up William's Apple products for cheap.
Low price, y'all.
Low price on iPad minis, iPad Air.
Pretty new.
Pretty new.
Purple.
All right. Moving on, Andrew. Moving on. Did we show them this?
No. Maybe I'll show it tomorrow.
Not during the Mermaid.
Go ahead.
Did we not show them?
I don't think so.
Did we show you all this?
No, because my last couple lives have been
from the house. So I don't know if we showed you this. For some reason, I feel like I may have, but I don't know. Maybe we just talked about it. So this is one of the projects Andrew's been working on for Mer-May. He's been playing around in his studio. It's done now, he said. That's it, done. And he did all this beautiful work.
Make it dance. Why is it just be still?
It's
do
dancing.
The hip flexor,
do the hip. Oh yeah. Let me see here. How can I do that? How does she do the hip flexor? There that she goes. But then her hands don't show. Let's see. Let's see here. There we go. Hip flex. Hip flex. Keep those hips loose. That's what I need to be doing.
I know.
Keep those hips loose. So tell us a little bit about this, Andrew.
Well, the torso is carved Indonesian bone, so is the face, but the torso comes from Lou Zeldis's private collection. Unfortunately, he passed away. But one of our friends, they went and they purchased his workshop in Bali. So basically they packed up all of his leftover stuff that he didn't have a chance to work into a project yet. And then they're slowly releasing some of it. I got a peek at some of the other stuff and I was a little bit jealous-ified.
Jealous-ified.
I wonder how that's going to come up in the closed caption.
Jealous-ified.
Jealous-ified. Did it come up? Jealous-ified. Let me see. It didn't come up.
No. They're like, I don't know what he's talking about.
He was like, he's just making stuff up.
Okay, keep talking. Keep telling
they did do it. They did do it.
Nice.
They did do it. I'm making new words, y'all. So I bezel set the torso and the face. And
that's in fine silver, right?
Yeah, the bezel wire is.
Yeah.
The back plate is not.
No,
that's
you don't
sterling.
want that. Right.
And the halo is from a tray, I believe. A silver tray.
Oh. It's like a serving tray type.
Yeah.
Nice.
And somebody cut them out and I got them. And then the arms are milagros.
Mexican milagros.
And then the tail, the first part of the tail is a piece of turquoise.
Beautiful light blue turquoise.
The fin of the tail is a bronze, I believe it's bronze, shell that I mounted. And then the points of connection, I did these, what they're called, they're hot rivets. And so you basically melt the metal. You have to have a super hot, super fine torch. And that's how those are done.
Nice.
And then I wired some Czech glass on the headdress for fun. I might cut that off.
I kind of like it, but what do y'all think? He says it doesn't matter. It's what I like.
I know. I probably just keep all this stuff. I'm just making a pile.
He is just making a pile. So this is not for sale, but we just wanted to show you because we haven't shown you yet. And it is Mer-May, right? So Andrew's making some mermaid things.
I haven't had time since we've been taking care of Babette.
I know. It got postponed with Babette, but she's more important than Mer-May. But this he did get out before that. So there it is.
She's doing better though.
She is.
Maybe.
The good energy is working, I think, from all of you out there, and we're trying to be as positive and good energy as we can. So we appreciate it. But Andrew may be able to leave a few days or a few hours in the day and make some things.
I think my next thing is I'm gonna make some champleve hearts.
Champleve hearts.
I already cut it out, so might as well.
He's on his way. So there you go. Just to show you, again, not for sale, NFS as they say. But wanted to give you a look.
Mostly the reason why it's not for sale is because I worry about the joints. I have to mess around with it and like wear it or something.
Make sure. Maybe wear it to your thing on Saturday.
Maybe. They might get distracted by its true beauty.
I do. I need to move on, but I keep staring at it. Okay, let's move that out of the way.
Here, look at how you.
Oh, go ahead.
Lark's head knot. So you fold your silk in half. You find the middle point.
Find the middle.
And then you put it through.
Take it through here.
And then you pass the 2 strands through the loop and pull.
If I can do it, anybody can do this.
I would have done it backwards, but our brains work different.
I was just pulling it. But yeah,
it
you'd want to do it the
looks-
other way. You'd want this on the front.
The other way looked like lady parts.
She is a lady. You don't need her lady parts showing.
The other way, camel toe.
So there you go. You can just wear it like that with the beautiful side-stitched silk that we have in our online store. Unfortunately, this you can get. This you cannot.
I had to pick a different color, but that's what we got. So.
Yeah. It's pretty together. It pulls out the kind of orangey brown down there. All right, so that is just to show you for one of the projects that he's made this year for Mer-May.
Did you show this one? I fixed it.
You showed it quickly, I think. He did a fix on this, so it looks much better than it did after it melted down. Donna says, I love my silk. Yeah, those silk are nice. They're so usable. Thank you so much, Donna. We're glad you love them.
This, how you call it, chocolata, the one that's going to hit your head.
This one is heavy.
That I didn't make it for jewelry.
No, he's just playing painterly. So there's that one. If you saw the meltdown in that, he was very upset with that.
I wasn't happy.
Frustrated. He was frustrated. We'll say that.
Who
As
wouldn't be?
as I speak for him, but yeah, it's true.
I know words.
He's here. He knows words. But this one is repaired. What else? Anything else to show them before we get to what everyone's waiting for?
Just go ahead. They're gonna, I was gonna say something, but I'm gonna get banned by the Facebook.
Right.
So.
Okay. So
who's ready?
Who's ready? Who's ready? Can you give me another bowl? Is this one ready? This one's ready?
I guess. Yeah,
that one's better. Transfer it. Okay. So this is going to be called Mermaid Serenade.
It will be live after the presentation.
It is not live yet, everyone. I repeat, it is not in the online store yet. It will be available for sale in absolutely limited quantities.
More than 4.
More than 4, less than 50, less than probably 40, maybe less than 30. We got to work it out.
Some of our friends, they do like 400 kits.
I know.
I don't know how y'all.
We don't know how you do it. We don't know how you sell it.
Maybe they have more customers.
Maybe, but
each of their customers buys 100.
it's going to be. This is Mermaid Serenade in the online store a little bit after this presentation because I still have yet to get pictures of this. You got to give me time. It's going to be $32. We already priced it out. $32. That's very inexpensive. Now, I told you at the beginning, I would talk to you a little bit about what you do with this. I feel like one of those TikTok videos where they keep saying they're going to show you do something, and then they're like, oh, wait. Have you seen those? They're annoying. So I'm not going to do that to you too much.
Usually they don't wear very many clothes.
That's true. They try and get you that way. This is Pamela for the Design Challenge group. So we have the group down here. Like I said, I try and give you contextual clues with these banners down below. This is for the Allegory Gallery Design Challenge group. And this is our first Design Challenge kit in a little while. And it is Mermaid Serenade.
We'll have all the details about the reveal date.
Yes, we'll put the reveal date and all that. So talking about that, let me give you a bold look at least. In the Design Challenge group, we call these design challenges. This is not a design competition. There is a difference. Sometimes we host design competitions. This is a design challenge. So you're not battling one another for any prizes in this. What this is you purchase one of our design challenge kits. These kits generally have a lot of stuff in them and some beautiful stuff, usually vintage and modern and a mix. They usually have a luxury bead blend. And you get the kit. There is no particular project that you make with this kit. I know some of y'all out there, most of our people seem to like an open-ended kit. But I know that for fellow members in the TGBE, a lot of their people like to have a design that has instructions and you make exactly that. That's not what this is. This is a challenge. So we want you to take this kit and we want you to make something with it or make lots of things with it. There's a lot in here, so you can make lots of different things. You can add your own pieces to the kit. You can use as much or as little of the kit in each design as you want, but you have to put something from the kit in there if you're going to show it in the group. And then we put an album in the group on the reveal date. So you have from now, when you get it in the mail, till the reveal date to make something. Now, they're not hard and fast reveal dates. We don't, we're not like that. We're not those kind of people where you have to do it now or never. We allow you, you can purchase it in, if there's any left, in a month from now and make it. But let's hope we sell out on these. And you can, everybody gets busy. Everybody has things come up. Like we've recently with Babette. She's more important. We're not going to worry about making design challenge stuff. But the reveal date is there because, some people like me like a deadline. A deadline is good. So we give you a deadline and we say make as much as you can with the kit, adding your own components as well from your own stash and put them in the album. All right. So we'll make an album on the reveal date. You'll be able to load up. We won't do it until then. And you'll be able to load up all of your photos in the album and show what you've made with this kit. This is Mermaid Serenade. You get this wonderful luxury bead blend. So this is just a sample of what you might get in the luxury bead blend. We have a whole container of this that we are going to put into these 2x3 bags. Let's see the mother load there. We'll show you what it's like when Andrew makes these. Now, sometimes once we get the amount of these done that we have for the kits, sometimes we have extras. So you might be able to buy this separately to add to it, or just if you just want the luxury bead blend. Look at this.
This is called the mother.
This.
Like when you do the kombucha and you need the Scooby.
You need the Scooby. Cool. So these are all things that you could get in your, I'm going to stop making noise so you can hear me. All the things you could get in your 2x3 bag of luxury bead blend with the Mermaid Serenade kit. Just look at that. I know. Look at that.
So there.
Name it, Andrew.
Okay. It's like a quiz.
I know.
So there is vintage resin. It's vintage now. It didn't used to be vintage, but it's vintage resin. There's mother of pearl. This is the mother of pearl I put in is called It's irradiated, so they get that kind of shiny finish on this. Cynthia might remember that from the olden times. And then there's vintage Chinese ceramic in there with the gold and the glaze. There's some crystal. That's not S-word crystal. There's freshwater pearls. There's biwa pearls. There's vintage plastic pearls. That's a piece of black amazonite. There's vintage sequins. There's Larimar in this kit. There's jade. There's more amazonite. And the jade is a dyed jade. There's vintage crystal. There's vintage Czech glass. There's contemporary Czech glass. There's coated glass. There's those. I'll show the shell sequins because those are pretty cool. So these are shell sequins. They're like the precursor to other kinds of sequins, the celluloid sequins and the plastic sequins. So they take shells, and you can see on one side there's the shell side, and then there's one side. Well, it's all shell, but there's the one like the outer shell and the inner shell. So you get a little bit of that shimmer and shine. So those are made from really thin shells. I was hoarding those for a long time. There's plastic pearls, and they're kind of cheapy, but I thought they were so cute because they look like bubbles. So I put them in there. I know sometimes when people see them, the plastic pearls, people they turn their nose up so hard. But you know, if you're doing a design that has to go underwater or has to be involved with the elements and stuff, sometimes it's good to have things that are synthetic because they won't get damaged like a natural pearl. So those little tiny baby pearls are those plastic ones. And those were used in the wedding industry. So in case you wanted to know. But lots of fun stuff. And there's a couple of metal beads in there that I found, but only a couple. Like there's this one. This one is a metal bead. And this one is. So whoever gets those, it's like a prize.
So this, you get a 2x3 bag that we scoop out of here. We scoop from the bottom to get the little stuff, and then we scoop from the top to get the top stuff. So you get a good assortment of all size things.
Cynthia taught me that, how to scoop.
That's good. And then you taught me. And then I teach everybody.
Well, that's how you get little beads and big beads, because sometimes the big beads, like, have you ever gotten a kit and then it's like you get the scraping of the bottom is different from the top?
Yeah, either you get all big stuff or you get all the tiny stuff.
And then you're like, ugh.
So we go through, we fill the bags half full from the top stuff, and then we go the rest of the half after all of the bags, you know, are full, half full. Then we go through and scoop the bottom and put it in there.
That way you get a nice mix of sizes.
You get a little bit of everything. So you get one of those, which normally is $10 in the online store. Whoa. So there's that.
This one might be more, though, because I put some Larimar.
Yeah, there's some nice stuff in that one. There's some nice stuff in that one. We might have to raise the price on that luxury if we have extras after the kits are all taken care of.
But wait, there's more.
But that's not all. That's just a bead blend.
That's
just a bead blend. That's a luxury bead blend. Then we know how you all are loving the Mermaid Glass.
I thought you can't have a mermaid kit right now without having the Mermaid Glass,
right?
The Mermaid Kit.
So there's the mermaid. You get a little baggie of Mermaid Glass, and if you want more of this to you know, add to this kit, we have more of these strands in the online store, and I think they're $6 for. Well, they're different sizes. $6.80. They're I think 2 or 3 different sizes too, so they'd be different prices. But you can get those in the online store right now. Just look up Mermaid Glass and you'll see those. So you get a little bit of that just as a teaser, taste tester of the Mermaid Glass.
I like how it picks up both the gray and the blue and a little bit of gold.
Yeah, if you've noticed, there's gray and blue and gold in the mix, and that's the theme. All right.
But wait, there's more.
But wait, there is more.
Set it and forget it. Like, set what?
Okay, Rompopil.
What is it that he was selling?
A lot of stuff.
But what's the set it and forget it?
I don't know. So these are
shell pearls.
Shell pearls.
They're old. They're not old, but they're not new.
They're not new. So you get 2 of those big ones. You get the Chinese ceramic.
Yeah, I made that. It goes with the little ones in the thing.
Yeah, so the little ones are in the bead blend, and the big ones are right there.
The mama and the baby.
Right, so you get those. You get a tube of vintage, antique, older than vintage, antique seed beads.
Some of these you're gonna have to, when you pour them out, just kind of roll them around on your mat, because
yeah, you can see there's a little bit of like old paper in there.
Because they were stored with that old paper, and the old paper just basically disintegrates.
Yeah.
So it's almost impossible to get it out if you're trying to tube it.
Yeah. So we can't. This kit would be so much more expensive if we took all the time to try to get the tweezers out. So we're tubing them as we can quickly, and so you can just go ahead and clean out your little bit, run them over some water even, and clean them out.
If you do put them in water, then just set them out on like a paper towel and let them dry naturally.
Do you know if these are 15, 10?
Those are, it looks like a 10.
Andrew said he believes it's a 10.
But they're antique, so
or 15, 11, yeah.
They are definitely not 15s, because 15s, you
Tiny.
Barely see it.
These are probably around 10, 11. And they are vintage, remember. They are not going to be antique. They're antique. They're antique. They are not going to be all the same size. I'm going to repeat that. They are not going to be necessarily uniform. They did not have a way to make them exactly the same. So if you are using them in a project that you need everything to be exactly the same size, do not use these. But if you have some margin of error that you can use in your project, or that you have in your project, these would be fine to use.
And they're Venetian.
These are Venetian, antique Venetian.
They're technically an 9-0.
9-0, Andrew said. Technically 9-0. Venetian antique seed beads.
Because if you needed the most random size that nobody ever has.
Right, there you are. 9-0. All right, so you get those. You also get the silver lined.
It's foil glass.
Foil glass. Foil glass.
It's based off Venetian, but I don't think these are Venetian. I think these are Indian reproduction, but still good quality.
Very nice. Very pretty. So you get a little baggie of those.
Those, if they're Venetian, this kit would be a lot more.
Yeah.
Because it's like $4 a bead.
And hopefully that's not, because we're giving you those for the low price of $32. Then you get a little strand of these little beauties.
That's vintage Czech glass.
Vintage Czech glass, and these are wavy. I don't know if you can see that on the camera. Hopefully me turning them will help. They have a little wavy gravy to them. So you get a strand of those, the vintage Czech. Then you get these little sandblasted nuggets.
They're shells.
Shells.
Believe it or not.
Matte
Czech glass.
Czech glass shells.
But wait, there's more.
But that's not all, everyone.
Who's ready?
Who's ready? You also get a full strand of our vintage gray pearls.
Old stock vintage.
Very old stock vintage. Probably antique again.
Just getting there. We bought out the collection, so that's how come we have so many.
Well, we're almost out.
Well, we will be after this.
Yep. So these we retailed at $10 for the strand, which was a good price anyway. And now we're including it in this kit. But wait, there's still more. You also get one of our Allegory Gallery fine pewter mermaids in antique gold plated. In antique gold plated. Whole goes top to bottom.
That's it.
But wait, there's no more. That's it. That's the kit. If we did more than that, we'd have to raise the price. We still should raise the price, but again, we are in the times of the vet bills, and we want you to purchase these. We want you to make things with these.
Well, also, if people want, I'll make you a $200 kit if you want.
Right? We can make expensive kits, but we always, we try not to go over like $38 or so for a kit. This is $32. We try to keep all our design challenge kits in the realm of affordability for everyone. We have the stuff, obviously. We could make you a $200 kit, like Andrew said, and we could make, a number of them. But that's such a small group of people that we feel that, if you're in the design challenge group, you may feel upset that you can't participate in that challenge. And we want everyone to have the possibility, as much as possible within our realm of still making some money, to be able to participate. So this kit, it's a super good deal. If you added all this up, it would be more than that. I guarantee it, what we would sell it for retail. So $32 for this kit. It will be in the online store following this video. Give me about 30 minutes probably. That's if all the pictures come out first time through and I get them edited okay. But then this will be live. I will post.
7 o'clock.
Andrew says 7 o'clock. Try around 7 o'clock Eastern time. I will also post, of course, on our Facebook page that it's available. I'll probably do that around 7:30. So I'll give you all of you who are watching this, get a little bit of a buffer to purchase these before
first crack.
You get the first crack of purchase before we make everyone aware that they are live. So
you're in our secret circle.
Yeah, it's the secret circle here, right? So I'm going to try for around 7 o'clock to get these in the online store. Check then. If you forget or, whatever, I will be posting on our Facebook page in the Design Challenge group. Make sure you're a member. Join right here. Go there. Join that. Hit that join button. And I will post there, and I will post in the Great Bead Extravaganza as well, because metal components are the trend for May in the Great Bead Extravaganza, and we're going to make a splash about this Mermaid Serenade kit with our Allegory Gallery fine pewter antique gold mermaid.
In case you didn't know, the trend reports are not like a month by month. They're not like encapsulated by 1 month only.
Right.
So there's not a start and stop time of when it's trending. It's kind of the general overall gestalt or whatever, that feel. But for us, the organization of it, it's weird to like debut a trend like in the middle of the month or whatever. So for us organizing, we planned out these on like a quarterly. So you'll have mini trends and you have the overarching trends. And usually we try to do 3 overarching trends. And then we wait and see what's trending.
Yeah. So don't feel bad if you say, oh, I missed Czech Glass flowers and leaves in April. You didn't miss it. It's still obviously trending. It's still the things we see. Trends don't just disappear because the month's over.
It's also and I hate to say trickle down effect because that's been used in a not good way, but that is a trickle down where people who are aware of the trends, like there are already people using these things and making with those items, and that's how we kind of figured out the trends, is looking and kind of keeping our finger on the pulse of what people are making and using, and what's going to be debuting too. So that's how we kind of figure that out. So then we have those bigger overarching trends, and there are mini trends inside of that. So yeah.
So there you go.
So then when you use them, then you become a part of the trend, and then somebody else will probably be inspired by what you make, and so forth and so on. So these trends usually have kind of like a 6 month to a year kind of lifespan.
Yeah, at least. So definitely make sure that you are ready to share this. Like I said, we're going to give you the reveal date. I don't have that all worked out yet, but we'll have the reveal date in the description for this kit. And also you should get a little paper that we include when we send these out to you, that will have the reveal date, and make sure you know the link to the design challenge group in case you're not in there, and all the good stuff that you need to debut your projects made from the Mermaid Serenade Design Challenge Kit. All right, so let me flip the camera around here real quick. I don't have much more to say, but I like to say goodbye facing you. It's just one of those things. Unless I'm about to fall apart for some reason, like, lately has been difficult.
Sometimes I don't, because then my nose is running.
That's
and
true.
Then
Andrew suffers from terrible allergies.
And you're gonna see like snot running down my face.
You don't want that. Nobody wants to see that, right?
No. That's why I'm behind the scenes a lot.
So thank you all for tuning in. We hope you love Mermaid Serenade. And if you want to get that, like I said, stay tuned. I'm going to try my best to have it out by 7 in the online store. So look for that too. And if I get it done before that, it's not going to come out until 7. So check around 7 o'clock. You all know that.
Unless you have to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
You can catch the bathroom.
But we only have a limited number of these kits. We do not make like 400 like some people make. There's
maybe one day.
Maybe one day, not right now. But we don't even have 50 of these kits to make for all of you. Like I said, we may have extra bags of the bead blend. So if we do be careful. Some people buy the bead blend and think they're buying the kit. If you're paying $10, maybe $12 for this one, I have to see, maybe a little bit more, we'll see. You're not buying the whole kit. The whole kit is $32, or will be $32 when it debuts. And you can get it at allegorygallery.com. Around 7 o'clock, we will be publicizing fully that it's available about a half hour after it debuts. So you all get the upper hand by watching. So thank you for watching. It's a little thank you. We like to do little bonus things like that for all of you.
Wear your Ovaltine ring. Wear your Ovaltine ring.
Ovaltine ring.
Your secret Dakota ring.
Oh, the secret Dakota rings. Yeah. There you go. So, thank you.
You're in the secret circle.
You're in the secret circle. All you got to do is watch these. You're in the secret circle then. So, if you're watching the replay, sorry, it's probably already there. Go get it now. I should have said that at the beginning, but sorry.
Drink your Ovaltine.
Drink your Ovaltine instead. So thank you all so much. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Monday. And we'll see you back here. Andrew will have something for you tomorrow, probably. Unless we're so busy cleaning for the photographer to come in that we don't have a minute. That's also a possibility. So maybe we'll see you tomorrow. If not, don't be surprised. And we'll be back on, well, we'll have the photographer Wednesday. So we'll be back probably on Thursday. All right.
We'll show them.
You're gonna show them?
Sure. Why not? You'll get this. You'll see how photo shoot works.
He said we're gonna show you how the photo shoot works. So that should be fun. Maybe on Wednesday.
We
All right.
should ask the photographer.
Yeah, we have to ask if that's okay first, but we'll do it if we can. All right, everyone. Thank you all so much again. And I hope you love what you saw today. Everything except the kit is available in the online store. We'll see you here again, at least Wednesday, if not tomorrow. All right. Bye, everybody.